Let's talk about the people who didn't start this war with Iran, didn't want this war with Iran, and are paying for it anyway. Not us, NATO. Here's what nobody's saying out loud. This war closed the Strait of Hormuz, 20% of the world's oil supply, the largest disruption in recorded history. And Europe didn't get to vote on it, didn't get a heads up, and didn't get a say. Qatar used to supply a real chunk of Europe's gas. Italy, a third of its LNG from Qatar. Poland, a quarter. Belgium, a sixth. Gone. Squeezed because of a war fought over a choke point 6,000 miles from Brussels. And it gets better. The World Bank cuts global growth to 2.5%. That is the lowest since the pandemic. And guess who's getting hit the hardest? Europe. Slowing growth, rising inflation, and not because they escalated anything, because they're standing next to the guy who handed them a trade war. Now, here's the part that should make your blood boil if you're an ally right now. While you're eating the energy shocks, you're also being told, hey, by the way, spend more on defense, 5% of GDP by 2035. Estonia is basically there already. Poland and Latvia already blew past it. So it's not recover from the war you didn't start, it's recover from a war you didn't start and increase your defense budget at the same time. And the punchline? The actual punchline. The U.S. had to submit an emergency request just to replace the missiles it burned through in this war, $87.6 billion. That single request was bigger than the entire annual defense budget of most of NATO countries combined. The shared stockpile, the one that everybody depends on, got drained fighting a war NATO never signed off on. So let's review. Allies get the energy shocks. Allies get told to spend more. Allies watch the shared weapon stockpile they rely on and get emptied out by a war that wasn't theirs. And now European leaders are quietly asking the same question out loud. Do we even need America leading this alliance anymore? That's not an accident. That's a burden sharing. That's what happens when you drag your allies into wars, hand them the invoice, and never once ask if they wanted to come. Two wars nobody asked for, the trade war and the war with Iran. Turns out nobody includes the countries that have had our backs for 80 years. The article, The Two Wars Nobody Asked For, is up now on Substack. Link is in the show notes. And that is straight talk. Thanks.